Hi. Okay, I think we're back. Apparently we only have 15 minutes on these videos, so I'm going to do my best to get through this as quick as possible. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Okay, the next section is general discussion board questions. So this paragraph is just talking about how there is a section under the discussion board section under Blackboard where you could feel free to ask any questions. If you have any questions for me and you think that somebody else may have that exact same question, please post the questions under this general discussion board open forum versus emailing me privately. This then gives everyone the opportunity to see my answer to that same question that other people may have, so we're not repeating questions. So in addition, for those who do have a question that you think other people may have, please look at this open forum general question section under discussion board before you email me, because very likely the answer will be there. So let's go ahead and try to do that as best you can. Okay, the next section is exams. I briefly went over this in the beginning, over the overview, but I'll go over it again. So for modules 1, 2, 3, and 4, there'll be an exam at the end of those modules. Each module will span 3 weeks. So every 3 weeks, you're going to have another exam. There's no final exam, and I want to clarify this, that in the first video, I said that the PDF folder, the PDF file under required reading that I want you to print out is going to be a good study guide for your final comprehensive exam. I want to clarify and say it's not a final exam for this class, it's your final comprehensive exam for your entire master's degree. Okay, I hope that's clear. So we only have 4 exams for this class, and they're 1 for each module, okay? They're all straight from the textbook. There's no question that I posted that is not referenced in the textbook, and you are allowed to use your textbook during your exam, which is going to make it that much easier. It'll be 25 multiple choice questions, and you'll have 50 minutes to answer the questions. Okay? If you go over the time frame, I have to dock you down points. It's a UB policy. I do not think you'll even get close to going over. If for some reason you guys are having trouble on exam 1, and I see a lot of you guys go over in time, I will give you guys more time for exam 2, 3, and 4. I'm very flexible with that kind of stuff, but I really don't think you'll have a problem, okay? Okay, so that's for your exams. Then we go into your functional medicine article review paper and your final project handouts. I'm going to save this for later on in the course. I'm going to give you more information about 3 weeks before these assignments are due. Because this doesn't happen until Module 5, you don't even have to think about this until after we're done with all of our 4 modules. So you can read it here, and I will promise I may even make other videos if you guys like the videos on explaining exactly what I want from you guys, but we'll go through that in more length then. Okay, then the grading criteria for the course. So here you see the point breakdown. It's going to be worth 600 points, and so you can see how that's broken down pretty simply. Okay. Now this is the next paper that I really think is vital for you guys to get things in on time and for you guys to be able to plan accordingly. I think the most successful way for you to get a good grade and for you to be on top of it and not get deducted for any late assignments is to have this assignment schedule printed out and with you at all times, and you can you know exactly when you need to go. So you have here due dates and your assignments. I broke it down week to week, day by day practically, and hour by hour. I mean, you have exactly when in detail things are due. You're welcome to turn in things before. These are just deadlines. So for week 1, as I said before, is only going to be introduction and a few chapters of reading in your textbook. So it says read chapters 1 through 3 by July 1st, and it says watch this introduction video on Monday, or at least throughout this week, and then write your personal introduction yourself no later than Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Then our second week, we're going to start our Module 1, and that's going to be spanning 3 weeks. So that's going to be week 2, week 3, and week 4. And it says that here on the side. And for each week, you've got your allocated assignments that are due. So let's go over this. For Module 1, you're going to be reading chapters 4 through 9 in your textbook, and you're also going to be reading those module overviews by July 21st. When I say here module overviews, that's what I'm referring to as the PDF that you guys have downloaded and printed out under required reading in the course material section under the folder titled required reading. Okay, so for every module, I want you to read those module overviews for that life cycle, for that section. Okay, so now the first primary post, when that's due. So this week 2, your first primary posts are going to be due that Wednesday, July 4th. Although it's a holiday, I would really like you guys to get in those primary posts no later than midnight Eastern Standard Time. Now, as you can see underneath there, it says students numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. This is where you're responsible for looking for your student number and finding the week that your primary post is due for that module. Now, every week, every module, your number will come up at a different week. I wanted to give you different time frames during those times for you to prepare for it. So you have to look when your number comes up and what week it's due. Now, all secondary posts, so every single student, whether your assigned primary number, your primary post is due that week or not, you have to do a secondary post, okay? So that's what it says, Saturday, July 7th, secondary posts are due by midnight Eastern Standard Time, and all students must post. Sunday, July 8th, replies to the secondary posts are due. This is their primary poster, has to post their replies to secondary posts no later than July 8th. The students that are responsible for that are numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So this is my recommendation to you. Let's say I found out that I was number 7. My student number is 7. What I would like you to do right now is take your assignment schedule right now and highlight everywhere that you see a number 7. So you can pause this video, highlight everywhere that it says number 7, and mark in your calendar when things are due. The other thing that you need to mark in your calendar is when it says all students must post. That's your secondary posts. Every Saturday by midnight, everyone for every week has to post a secondary post. Okay? If this does not make sense, please email me. I'd be happy to clarify. I really hope that this makes sense. That's why I did the video. Okay, so Module 1 goes through to July 22nd. The second page has Module 2. That's going to be weeks 5, 6, and 7. And then Module 3, weeks 8, 9, and 10. Modules 4, week 11, 12, and 13. And then we get into Module 5, which is going to be weeks 14 and 15. Because we don't have a final exam, we are not going to have a final exam on our last and final week. Let's see. As you can also see, highlighted in yellow is when your exams are. So the exams will come after we're finished the module on a Sunday evening. Now I'll give you 3 days to have access to the exam. You will only have 50 minutes to take the exam, so when you decide to take the exam, you have to dedicate yourself to 50 minutes and that's it. But you can take it either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday of that weekend after our module is complete. So the exam will be available for you for 3 days. You will have 50 minutes to complete it at whatever day you decide to do it. The latest it will be posted, maximum, is Sunday at midnight of that 3-week period. Okay. Okay. The last page has some information on the textbook, which you guys should already have at this point, and other resources, like our library resources. The last thing I have here are reminding you that documents will not be saved on Blackboard after the course is complete, so to make sure to download anything that you're interested in downloading, okay, at that time. Okay, we went through the syllabus. I really hope you guys all understand this as well as clear as possible. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. Feel free to first go to the general discussion board and post your question there, and I can help clarify. If I feel like I need to do another video, I'd be happy to do that. I hope the video was helpful. I look forward to teaching you guys in this class. I think we're all going to learn a lot of information. There's going to be a lot of great information that we're going to be able to take from this course and to really, really help our clients and our patients. So I guess here we go. We'll start with week 1 and we'll go from there. Okay. I look forward to reading all your introductions. Bye-bye.